everyone, this is Sonam. Welcome to my channel. I'm not sure how this video is gonna go. I'm just trying to share what I'm going through right now. So here it is. This was the second week of April. I could not sleep the whole week. I felt sleepy during the normal bedtime, but as soon as I was in the bed, it just went somewhere away. I couldn't find it at all. All the thoughts like what am I going to do tomorrow popped in my head. Considering what times are we going through right now, I know there are many people out there who are facing anxiety issues and are sleep deprived. I'm sharing my struggles because I want you to know that you are not alone and there are measures that you can take to cope with these sleep deprived nights and to make it a little bit easier. So before I tell you what I am doing to cope with these problems, here are the main reasons or a little bit of the background why I felt the way I felt. The first main reason, up until April 1st, I was working full-time and I still am employed, but I am on furlough. Before this pandemic came along, I didn't even know the meaning of that word. The meaning of furlough is my employer has put me on an unpaid leave for a certain amount of time, certain time period. The second reason, I am living more than 9,000 miles away from my home country and my family. That's not to say that I don't have loved ones here. I have my super supportive husband, my Dragon Boat family, and my Toastmasters family here. I can always lean on to them. But I still am away from my family who is in a completely different continent. Third reason, I started this YouTube channel right when I was put on furlough. I started with minimum knowledge of editing and next to no knowledge of how YouTube works. By no means I know everything now, but I am getting better at it. I'm learning something new every day. But it still was a pressure to start in something completely new. Fourth reason, and that's common to all of us. We are humans, and humans are social animals. Even if you are an introvert, you have some people along with you. You have some friends who you like to hang out with. You love them. So if you are facing these anxiety issues or are not able to sleep at night, you are not alone. There are many people who are facing the same way. We can come together and fight it. Fight it to make it a little bit easier for you all, for us all. Now that you know my main reasons for having sleepless nights, let's jump into what am I doing to cope with these sleepless nights. But here is one disclaimer. It hasn't gone completely away yet. Some nights are better than others, but I am in a far better place from where I was last week. So the first thing I did, and you all can do, is accept the fact that yes, I have anxiety, or yes, I'm not able to sleep. Accept it. Identify the problem. If you don't know about the problem, if you don't accept it, there is no solution. Accepting problem is first step to finding the solution. I was able to identify the reasons why I am facing these problems. You can do too. Second thing I did is, as soon as I was able to identify my reasons, I went out and talked to someone. Find someone who you love and trust and talk to them. For me, it was my husband. He took care of small tiny things like breakfast and the dishes, and they made a huge impact on how I was feeling. You might not have anybody next to you, but you still have somebody out there in the world who you can talk to right now. Give them a call, talk to. Just by telling about your problems, just because someone is listening, it will get better. And hey, if you are not sure who to talk to, reach out to me. I'm open to talk to you. Third thing I did is I created a schedule for myself. Now, when I say I created a schedule, I'm not saying that I had an hour by hour layout of everything, and I did not go out and went crazy to achieve everything. I kept it minimal, just a couple of things, maybe 4 or 5, and I ticked it off at the end of the day. And if I didn't do it, I didn't sweat over it. I just moved it to my next day's to-do list, and that made a huge impact. I was able to log off of work 2 or 3 hours before the bed. You have to have that schedule. You have to have that sense where you can say, I logged off of work. Like when you used to come from work to home, right? Right now we are working from home. So if you don't have that sense that, okay, you are done with the work, it's gonna create the spiral in your mind and you'll keep thinking about it. What I was doing, I was checking my YouTube channel hour by hour and seeing how many views are there on my video, how many people subscribed to my channel. That's not good for anybody. Anything and everything takes time and persistence. So have a little patience and it's all gonna be better soon. Fourth thing I did, and you can do too, is I reduced the intake of caffeine and sugar in my diet. I am usually a healthy-ish person. I usually don't eat very unhealthy food, but I am one of those people, or at least I used to be, who can drink coffee, a good black coffee at 9:30 p.m. and will go to bed by 10:30. No problem at all. But not anymore. I had to reduce the intake of my caffeine and with that sugar as well. What I did is after around 2 p.m. I stopped taking any caffeine and tried to minimize the sugar. Now sugar, I'm still eating fruits, so when I'm saying sugar, it's about added sugar. So try to reduce that and that will make a big impact. That will make it a lot better. You'll be able to relax more in the evening. Fifth thing that I did not give up on, that is exercising and stretching and taking a walk if you can. I went for the walks. If I couldn't go out, I walked in my apartment itself from living room to the bedroom. I exercised and even increased the routine, the time I was working out for, I increased that. And I stretched and that made me feel more relaxed in the evening hours. We all know there are studies about exercising. You can exercise and that makes you feel more satisfied at the end of the day. So try exercising, take a walk if you can. Sixth is the last one, and this is the most difficult one. I still find it to be more difficult than anything else, and that is taking deep breaths. I'm laying in my bed at 12 a.m. and I am thinking about things in the world. My eyes are wide open. Why? Because I'm thinking about future. I'm thinking about things which are not in my hand. So try to take the deep breath, come back to the moment and try to find a sentence that works for you. For me, it was, it will be okay. What I did is I took deep breaths and I said, it will be okay. I kept saying that. It made me focus on what's going on right now, and it helped me go in my sleep a little bit easier. So those are the 6 things that I did, and they helped me immensely. I have read about these things, and there are so many articles out there who are saying people are facing anxiety and are facing feeling sleep deprived. So I will attach those links that I have read about. I'll attach the websites which are from the reliable sources, and if these 6 solutions are not for you, there are others that you can do. There are other things, and there are many things which will help you. Just be consistent and look on the positive sides of the things. And with that, I want to end it by saying, if you think that these things can help anybody in the world, share it with them, and just have a smile on that beautiful face and say, it will be okay. Bye. Have a wonderful day.